So trailed 4-0 after one inning. There were lots of delays in this game, as here in the second inning, home plate umpire Mark Johnson felt something pulled on that pitch, and he was forced to leave the game with a muscle pull. There was a 12-minute delay as Ken Kaiser went to the dugout to get a chest protector. After the bottom of the second inning ended, there was another delay as Cito Gaston came out to argue between innings. And before the top of the third inning could get underway, he was sent to the showers by umpire Larry Young.
Here in the bottom of the seventh, Cito Gaston trying to fire up his troops would get thrown out arguing with home plate umpire Dale Scott, but this would come to no avail.
Jumpered at the plate. Terry Cooney says this is a hit by pitch as he squares the bunt, nails him in the stomach. Cito Gaston comes out to argue, and Terry Cooney looks madder than Cito.
Run, 5-4 Milwaukee. Surhoff stands in with the bases loaded. He drills a shot off John Candelaria. It rolls all the way to the wall. The extra base hit clears the bags. Surhoff's triple gives Milwaukee an 8-4 lead. Cito Gaston gets furious. Some calls a little later on the game. Cito finally gets thrown out. And then John Candelaria, the candy man, didn't do real well, but he did get tossed. With a
1-2 the count to Gibson. Runner at first. Did he swing? No. He did not hit the baseball, and the runner will move down. That just bounced. So that puts Spear down at second base on the wild pitch. Home plate umpire Hirschbeck's on his way to the Blue Jays dugout. Cito Gaston. He's gone. And that's what he was arguing about.
On 3 days rest for only the second time this season. And called out on strikes is Maldonado, and that is strikeout number 2 for Kevin Tapani. And Candy doesn't like that call.
Well, the hitters have known the first 4 games with Rocky Rowe, Larry Barnett, Tim Welke that
Nick Riley might have been arguing on the third strike to Maldonado. Maybe it's overall frustration of the series.
I think it's a combination of all of those. Cito Gaston is kind of a laid-back, fun-loving guy. The back problem, even by his own admission, has made him a little grouchy. It's altered his personality. You couple that with a couple of the borderline called strikes that he didn't agree with.
Jim Abbott, the second place hitter, Roberto Alomar, 2 strikes, called strike 3 by Joe Brinkman. Alomar was not happy. It was the first of 12 straight that Abbott retired, but it was Alomar retired for the rest of the night. Thrown out of the game by Brinkman. He goes berserk. Cito Gaston tries to defend his player. Cito gets tossed as well. The Blue Jays were up in arms in the early going. So I
don't know who gets the throwing error. In the 8th, Stottlemyre pops Dawson again. He's immediately tossed. Bench is empty, no punches thrown, no more pitches thrown by Stottlemyre, but something else, that's got to go. Water coolers get it, everything. There, take that. Picnic baskets. Hey, probably, I don't know if he went into the stands. Actually, he didn't. Oh, by the way, there you go.
Cone and company. Back to Cone, some controversy, top 5, high and tight on Tom Goodwin. It's a squeeze, and John Nunley is dead meat, except they said they didn't tag him. Now let's look at this replay. How many things wrong with this picture? He's out of the baseline, and Parrish did too tag him, hit him with both hands. One of them had to be holding the ball. Nunley scored. Cito Gaston got tossed. Doesn't matter because
Jack Howell's at third. Ed Sprague's at home. O'Brien's going to first. Check out the replay. Tilson Brito, did he beat the throw? Yep. Cito Gaston comes out, says, you know what? I saw through the shades. He beat the throw. Gaston gets tossed.
The pitch. Strike 3. And Bautista is barking. How does he not get thrown out? He's obviously arguing to strike some balls, and he is thrown out. I mean, Ed Hickox let him get away with a lot. He's really barking.
Bautista was talking the whole at bat. He didn't like the 2-1 slider that was.
After the last inning, Jerry Mills, the home plate umpire, threw out Junel Escobar when Escobar was at shortstop. We have no idea why he did it. But then Cito Gaston came out to talk to Mills, and Mills threw Gaston out. So now Gaston's trying to plead his case to the crew chief, Dale Scott. But it was very unusual. Escobar was at shortstop waiting for his glove to be delivered by Edwin Encarnacion.
Sebia.
Off the end of the bat, dribbled up the first base line. Sabathia over, throws, hits Aaron Sebia, and Mark Carlson calls him out. Mark Carlson was following Aaron Sebia right up the base path. And Aaron Sebia was outside the running lane when the ball hit him. And Cito Gaston again going to come out and have a conversation with the home plate umpire.
3 very close plays in the last inning have all been called correctly by the umpire, but have gone against the Blue Jays. The ball down the left field line by Hill, clearly fouled. Looked like it could have been fair. The play at the plate, and now this one to start the 6th inning.
Well, Cito Gaston has been ejected from the game.